Have you ever looked at a simple penny and wondered, could this tiny coin hold a big story or even hidden value? Today, we're diving into the fascinating history of the 2009 1-cent coin, a special issue in U.S. coinage that many people still overlook. The 2009 penny was released to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most important presidents in American history. Instead of just one design, the U.S. Mint released 4 different reverse designs throughout the year, each representing a different stage of Lincoln's life. The first design shows a log cabin, symbolizing Lincoln's humble childhood in Kentucky. The second design represents his formative years in Indiana, where he worked hard and educated himself. The third design features Lincoln as a young professional in Illinois, standing in front of the state capitol. And the fourth design shows the U.S. Capitol dome under construction, representing his presidency during a time of national struggle. On the front of the coin, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has been used since 1909. But what makes the 2009 penny even more interesting is its composition. Some of these coins were struck in a special copper alloy for collector sets, making them more valuable than regular circulation coins. Most 2009 pennies in circulation are only worth 1 cent. However, coins in uncirculated condition, or those with mint errors, can be worth significantly more to collectors. Errors like double dies off, center strikes, or unusual markings can increase their value. So, the next time you find a 2009 penny in your pocket, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Check the design, the condition, and any possible errors. You might be holding more than just a coin. You might be holding a piece of history. And if you love discovering the hidden stories and value behind coins, make sure to stay tuned for more. Because sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest secrets. Each of the 4 designs was minted in different quantities across various mint locations, like Philadelphia and Denver. This means some versions are slightly harder to find than others, especially in top condition. Collectors often pay close attention to the small mint mark below the year, a tiny detail that can make a big difference in value. Another important factor is the coin's condition. Coins that have never been used in circulation, known as uncirculated coins, are much more desirable. The shinier and cleaner the coin, the higher the potential value. But that's not all. Some 2009 pennies also come with rare mint errors. These can include double stamping, off-center designs, or unusual surface marks. While these errors might look like mistakes, they are actually highly valuable in the coin collecting world. In fact, certain error coins have been sold for many times their original value, simply because they are unique. And here's another interesting fact. The special collector versions of the 2009 penny were made using a higher copper content, similar to the original pennies from decades ago. These versions were not meant for regular circulation, making them even more special. So how do you know if your 2009 penny is valuable? Start by checking the design. Which of the 4 Lincoln stages does it show? Then look at the mint mark. And most importantly, examine the condition closely. Even small scratches or wear can affect its value. If you're serious about coin collecting, keeping your coins safe in protective holders can help preserve their condition and future worth. At the end of the day, the 2009 1-cent coin is more than just spare change. It's a tribute to history, a collector's item, and for some lucky people, a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. So next time you see a penny, don't just spend it. Study it, because you never know what story or value it might hold beyond its historical significance. The 2009 1-cent coin stands as a remarkable example of how even the smallest denomination in currency can carry profound cultural and educational value. This series was not merely created for circulation, but rather as a storytelling medium designed to visually narrate the journey of Abraham Lincoln from humble beginnings to one of the most influential leaders in history. Each reverse design is carefully crafted with symbolic depth, encouraging collectors and casual holders alike to look beyond the surface and appreciate the artistry and meaning embedded within the coin. From a numismatic perspective, the 2009 penny occupies a unique position in modern coin collecting. While billions of pennies are produced every year, very few releases offer such variety and narrative cohesion within a single year. This makes the 2009 series particularly appealing for collectors who enjoy assembling complete sets. The challenge of finding all four designs in high-grade condition adds an element of excitement and purpose, transforming a simple hobby into a rewarding pursuit. Furthermore, the role of minting technology during this period also contributes to the coin's significance. Advances in striking precision allowed for finer details in Lincoln's portrait and the reverse imagery, resulting in coins that exhibit a higher level of craftsmanship compared to earlier decades. However, these same advancements also highlight imperfections, more clearly making mint errors easier to identify and consequently more desirable. Among experienced collectors, it is also important to consider the broader economic and historical context in which these coins were released. The year 2009 was marked by global financial uncertainty, and yet the issuance of these commemorative pennies served as a reminder of resilience, leadership, and national identity. Lincoln's legacy, reflected through these designs, resonated deeply during a time when stability and inspiration were greatly needed. Another factor that enhances the appeal of the 2009 penny is its accessibility. Unlike rare coins that are locked away in private collections or auctions, these pennies can still occasionally be found in everyday circulation. This creates a sense of possibility and idea that anyone, regardless of experience, can discover something meaningful and potentially valuable simply by paying closer attention to their change. For those who wish to explore further, examining the coin under proper lighting or using magnification tools can reveal intricate details that are not visible to the naked eye. The texture of the surfaces, the sharpness of the edges, and the clarity of the inscriptions all play a role in determining the coin's grade and desirability. Over time, developing the ability to evaluate these characteristics becomes an essential skill for any serious collector. In addition, preserving the condition of your coins is crucial. Exposure to moisture, dirt, or improper handling can significantly reduce their value. Using protective holders, avoiding direct contact with bare hands, and storing coins in a controlled environment are simple yet effective ways to maintain their quality. These practices not only protect your collection, but also ensure that its value can appreciate over time. Ultimately, the 2009 1-cent coin is far more than a simple piece of metal. It represents history, craftsmanship, and opportunity, all in one. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone who has just begun to take an interest in coins, this penny serves as a perfect starting point, a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry immense significance when viewed with curiosity and attention. And perhaps the most fascinating aspect of all is this: coins like these are still out there, quietly circulating, waiting to be noticed. The next time you receive a penny, take a moment to look at it closely, because hidden within that small, ordinary object could be a story, a lesson, or even a value far greater than you ever expected. Before you spend your next penny, stop. Check it. Don't miss it, because one small coin can sometimes be worth much more than you ever imagined. Subscribe now and start finding the value